Hi everyone, welcome to week 4 of 75 Hard.
Weren't that bad at first.
Pregnant so I can just...
Today is Sunday, day 22. Guys, I can't believe it's already day 22. This challenge has literally flown. My days have flown. It's already time for me to go to Maryland, and I can't believe that. I feel like I was just planning the trip. But yeah, welcome. Oh my god, there's a spider.
Weren't that bad at first.
Hello everyone, welcome to day 23 of 75 Hard. I was editing week 2 and 3 today, and I realized that I really did not talk in any of those videos, but those last 2 weeks were just really chaotic and crazy, even though it would take 2 seconds to record a video saying welcome. But nonetheless, I'm going to go back to trying to be more talkative in the videos like I was in week 1. I'm super excited that it's already week 4. I know I talked about doing a calorie deficit in week 3 and everything and starting that, but I obviously didn't do that, and so now I really want to start for week 4 is trying to implement that. And so I think I'm just gonna do like a vague / loose calorie deficit, in the sense of like I'm gonna record what I'm eating and like how many calories is in all of it, like on my phone and whatnot, and then try to keep track of all the calories, but like obviously not being too strict on it. But obviously being a calorie deficit is the only way that I'm gonna lose weight, so that's the plan. Not loose in the sense of, so my camera just stopped recording, and it does this sometimes, as you know. So I don't know what was left said. I think I was saying that I'm still gonna be in a calorie deficit, or like trying to be, because I'm gonna track that. And I don't mean loosely be in one by, oh, I'm gonna eat a bunch of more calories. By loosely, I mean like try to keep track every single day, but if I can't, then that's okay. Still trying to keep in mind portions and looking at serving sizes and everything, so I'm not eating a lot of calories, because I feel, me personally, peanut butter, it's 2 tablespoons, it's like a certain amount of calories, but when you're spreading peanut butter, you just take a big glob, or at least I do. So I'm gonna try to keep track of that more, minimize that. But there are like recipes I find online that don't tell you what the calories and the macros are, so that's a little difficult. So that's why it's kind of loosely. I'm actually at the grocery store now. I'm at Aldi, you know. We're gonna go grocery shopping. I will say this grocery shop is a lot lighter because next week I leave on vacation to Maryland. So that's why it's also gonna be a loosely tracked diet, or loosely tracked calorie deficit, because I'm going on vacation, y'all. Like I said, I'm not gonna go crazy on vacation. And I still need to figure out how much calories I'm gonna track. Let me figure that out right now. Okay, so my calorie deficit that I am gonna do is 1750. That's the goal. I think that's right for my body from what I calculated a little bit ago. Now I'm gonna actually go in. Guys, the one thing I don't like about Aldi is that they don't have everything. They don't have cocoa powder. And that was the one thing on my list that I still needed. But I got like everything else, plus more. Which I did do that thing where I went in hungry. I did have a list though, but I still ended up with more stuff than I needed. So I'm gonna go to Walmart now. Thankfully, it's right next to each other. Guys, I got these at Aldi because I saw a girl eating these at work during break. So I really wanted to try them, and I saw them there. So we're gonna try them. Low-key fire. Hi guys, I am back from the grocery store, so you know what that means. A grocery haul. So here is my big bag full of so many things. More stuff than I needed. We're gonna start with Walmart because I only got like 3 things from there. I got some canned chicken because if you know, you know. This is amazing. I love this stuff. And I think it's cheaper to buy, well, it is cheaper to buy bulk. And I think it was cheaper to buy this than when I just buy a bunch from like Aldi. This is what I used to buy anyways when I lived at home. Next thing is I bought some cocoa powder because I am gonna make these brownies that I saw on Instagram Reels. It's like cocoa powder, bananas, and something else. And then you just put it in one of these loaf pans. So I also got a loaf pan. If the lighting's really bad, it's because I'm using my kitchen light and it's not that good. Now we're gonna do our Aldi haul. You saw these in the car. Got the coconut clusters, very yummy, love them. Got some rice cake, got some bread, got some pretzels, and I just realized they were the sticks and not the twist, which I like more, but sticks will work too. Some chicken, this was on sale too. Some baking powder, because I find so many recipes on TikTok, and so I want to start, or on Instagram Reels, and a lot of them need baking powder, so got some of this. Some bananas for the brownie recipe. Some tomatoes, because if you know, you know, I love tomatoes. Some apples, because I love apples and I eat these all the time. Some bagels, and these bagels have 11 grams of protein, so I was like, a great breakfast. Got some chocolate chips, kind of, they're like chocolate squares, but this could be good for like some desserts I found. Some cottage cheese, because this stuff is where you get the protein. And I found a 2 ingredient like flatbread thing that has cottage cheese and then something else. And then lastly, some peppers and the Colby Jack cheese, so I can make my sandwiches. But yeah, that's my grocery haul, and I'm gonna put this all away and then make some actual breakfast, because it is like 12:46 and I still haven't had breakfast, because I just worked out, then went to edit, and then grocery shopped. So yeah, now we're gonna get going. So I am making tomato soup and then a grilled ham and cheese sandwich with this. And this is the tomato soup I'm using. My friend's mom gave this to me, and 1 cup is 110 calories. So that's how much I put in there. And then I have 2 pieces of bread, which I think are like 70 calories, or they're 60 calories each. And then ham, 3 slices, that's 70. And then 2 pieces of cheese, and that's 140 calories. That's what I'm having. I had some grapes too. And then I probably will have an apple with this, or clementines, but you'll see that. I don't have enough room on my dining table to eat right now because I'm drying dishes. So we're sitting at my desk, and here it is. And then also my vitamins, and then my 8-ounce glass of water, so then I can finish this and then just drink my water bottles. A lot of updates, but I haven't sat down in a while, so I'm trying to get it all kind of out of the way. If you saw, I finished The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, so first book done in 22 days. Probably could have gotten it done even sooner, but I did beat it because there's 300 and something pages, so I got it done in less than 30 days, which would have been the original time that I would have gotten it done. Nonetheless, I gave this 5 stars, and I know some people don't rate nonfiction or anything, but sometimes I read nonfiction and it was like really bad, and that's probably like bad to say, but I speak my truth. It was pretty good. It like resonated with me a lot, and things that I needed to deal with and whatnot. There were some things that it was just like, it just felt like it was repeating itself. Like it literally said the same sentence over and over again. I know it's literally called The Let Them Theory, and it wasn't even that sentence that it said like over and over again. It would say like, you can't control other people, and then the next line, you can't control other people. And I get it, like maybe they do that so that it really punches the point in, or really solidifies the point. But sometimes it was literally, this book is so long because it's saying the same paragraph and the same thing 5 different times. But it was good. It applied to how you could take it in real life, and it applied to so many different ways that you could use this theory. I love the Let Them Theory because it talks about let them, but then there's a second part that's like let me, so like what you can do instead of just always being like, oh, just like let them, and like you don't do anything. So it's like taking accountability and action within yourself as well. So that's why I do love this theory and everything. I also love Mel Robbins, so it was good. What can I say? And I do like, because it talked about her other 2 books too right in the beginning, so then you don't even gotta read those. Then the next book that I chose, this book is on my TBR, or like my whole like physical TBR, and it's really short, and I've tried to read it before and I just didn't go past the first page. But it's small, it's short, I've seen it all over the world, seen it all over the place, and it's the 4 Amendments, is that what it's called? Yeah. Or no, the 4 Agreements. And yeah, my next book, there's only like 100 and some pages, and I'm hopefully gonna finish it before 10 days, but if not, then this is just my like book that I'm reading for now, and it gets it off my to be read, and it's short and easy and full of wisdom, and it's a nonfiction self-help, so I'm meeting all the requirements. And I've so far read 10 pages, and there's a lot of background, so like there's nothing too crazy going on right now. Well, there's never anything too crazy going on in these books, in like nonfiction books. 1 book done, probably gonna have 2 books done pretty soon. So I was getting a little hungry, so I just wanted a snack though, and I have a rice cake with peanut butter, and I am using just this peanut butter. I do have PB2, but I didn't really want to make it. I was kind of lazy, but I did measure it out, so 180 calories for that, and I think the rice cake is 40 calories. I'll check that real quick, but I did actually measure it out and scrape it, so I wasn't like just doing heaping scoops. Let me grab the rice cakes. Yes, and then the rice cakes are 40 calories for one, and these are the other stats of that. And then I am going on a run tonight as my second workout, and this one waffle, I love these Honey Stinger energy waffles. They're so yummy, and honestly it's kind of an excuse for me to go run, and it motivates me to go run. Cookies and cream, this is this flavor, and 140 calories for this. Okay, I do want to say before I forget, I know if you add my walk time with my run time, it won't equal 45, it will be 44.61. But I did walk a little before I even ran to my start, so it is 45. I just didn't record that. Hey, I want this. Hello everyone, welcome to day 24 of 75. Making a bagel, and I'm gonna put a banana on it, and then some peanut butter wherever that is, some peanut butter, and then I'm making a sandwich. Probably gonna put some fruit and cottage cheese in here. So I did do the 2/3 of noodles for the serving, and then I only did 1/3 of the sauce, and then I have an apple for dinner, and then I'm having some cottage cheese because I'm still hungry. It's actually like 8:42 tonight. I'm like running really behind. I still have to finish this whole hydro, and that's like 40 ounces, so I'm like 40 ounces behind. Also, I did want to update that I changed my calorie deficit to 1650 and trying to get like 100 grams of protein, and today I just like tracked lightly of like how much protein I get, because I literally only get like 47 if I'm lucky. Not even. I probably get like less than 50 grams of protein a day, and some people eat 50 grams of protein in one meal, and if I did that I would probably be less hungry and probably way more full throughout the day. So I really need to get a grip on that and learn how to eat more protein and like foods to get more protein in, and I know there's ways and stuff, so I need to figure that out and lock down on my protein intake, because that's gonna obviously help me so much more. And I'm gonna try for like lunch tomorrow, I packed a lot of extra vegetables and fruit because I want to have like bigger lunches and breakfast, so I'm like more full throughout the day than like eating a bunch at night, because there's like no point in eating a bunch at night when I'm just chilling. But like during the day it makes more sense because I'm doing stuff. But yeah, that's my little update. But I'm gonna read my book and chug this water, and I'll see you tomorrow. Welcome to day 25 of 75 hard. You guys know what that means? That is the first quarter of 75 hard. Almost done, because I gotta finish today, obviously. But welcome! Same as yesterday breakfast. Pre-run waffle. 140 calories. Hello everyone, I am done with my run. I just ran 6 miles. And that's the longest I've ran in so long, like straight through. That was hard. I don't know how I ran a marathon, to be honest. How did I run that? Someone tell me and tell me to do it again or something. How did I even run like 20 miles? I don't even know. Or how did I even run 13 miles before? Or 6? I am in pain, to be honest. And my period started today, so that doesn't help, because my boobs hurt, my back hurts, my uterus hurts, and my finger hurts because I slammed that in the door, in my door frame, my car door after work. Welcome to day 26. It's actually the end of the day, but still welcome. Wait, like what a surprise, same breakfast. But I'm like obsessed with this right now, and I'm trying to get rid of all the food before I leave Tuesday. So I'm trying to eat a lot of it, and this stuff like goes bad, or like the bananas do. It's yummy, I'm gonna still stick with it. I know it's not high protein, but I'm gonna really lock in for that on week 6. added 2 servings of the noodles, but the same amount of sauce because I have more calories to use up tonight. Dessert. Welcome to day 27 of 75 hard, everyone. Hey! Tomorrow's the last day of week 4. Crazy that already 4 weeks in. Crazy! Are we like surprised? Like I'm not. This is breakfast, but this time I used PB2 to save some calories. Here it's lunch. It's just another sandwich. There's cheese on it, some tomatoes, and cottage cheese. And then I'm gonna read my 10 pages. Right now I am on page 53. Honey stinger. This one is vanilla. Yummy, delish. Didn't know it was more calories though. Hey everyone, welcome to day 28 of 75 hard. And I did just want to preface that yesterday on day 27 I did go on a walk and a run, and you will see those stats. I just didn't bring my phone because I honestly don't like running with my phone in my hand. I don't like holding stuff or like really having anything on me, so you'll see those stats though. Nonetheless, I'll do a little recap also of week 4 and kind of my thoughts and everything when I get back. If it looks like I wear the same clothes, it's honestly because I do, and that might sound really gross, but like for these walks and stuff, sometimes I just throw on a quick sweatshirt and sweatpants. Not that it's like the same clip or anything. I'm on my walk, and I was actually gonna go on 2 runs today, but then I didn't because this is like a couple Saturdays before my race. So this should be my longest run. I haven't ran over 6 miles in a long time. The usual for breakfast. Cottage cheese and then an apple for a little afternoon snack. Ta-da! Another one, another run. Hello you guys, it's actually the first day of week 5 that I'm filming this right now, and you'll see that I'm wearing the same thing when you watch week 5's vlog of 75 hard, but I wanted to do a little reflection that I've honestly been doing weekly for week 4. Now week 4 has been like the first week that I've like tracked calories and like strictly tracked them, and obviously there was one day that I went over and I didn't even realize it because I forgot to log something, so that's on me, but it's not even been that bad. Little update about tracking calories is that it honestly is not that hard for me, and I thought it was gonna be a lot harder, but I actually am kind of loving it because I'm eating food and like serving sizes that actually are like fulfilling for me and that like serve me for the period of time that it's supposed to. I will say though, like at night and stuff, I have been getting like more hungry, and I have been like going to bed hungry, so I guess it's okay because at least I'm not going to bed full. I mean, I don't know which one's better, but it's just I am always like in a little tinge of hunger, but I guess that's like kind of good, isn't it? Isn't that like what you're supposed to be? I'm just learning a lot. I'm trying to learn a lot. As you're watching these videos, you're probably like, bro, she's doing this so wrong, and I could be doing this so wrong. I'm really just trying to figure out nutrition and everything and my body and what feels good for me, how to fuel it. I am learning that I really do not eat a lot of protein through the day, and I really need to get better at that. So the next time I go grocery shopping, week 5, I'm not gonna focus on it too much, which I still probably should, but I'm going on a trip, so I won't be able to know everything that I put in my body, which I like should be able to, but I'm gonna give myself a little leeway because it's vacation. Like again, I'm not gonna go hardcore. I am still gonna be mindful. It wasn't as hard to track calories as I expected it to be, where I remember saying in week 2 that I don't want to do it. It actually is not that bad, and honestly I was thinking about this. I don't know why in week 2 I was like, I'm not seeing any results or anything, because why would I see results in 1 week or 2 weeks? I think I was focused on, and I was watching this lady and she did like a 1 week transformation and she lost like a bunch of pounds and everything, but I have to realize that obviously my body is so different, and I'm not, and I wasn't extremely overweight. So you know what they say, like when you're really overweight and you're not doing anything, like losing weight, it's so much faster versus when you're not. And obviously I don't know if that's true, that's just what I heard. So if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Honestly, don't take any advice from me because I really don't know. I'm 19 years old and I'm trying to figure this out too. I'm just simply a girl. But honestly, it hasn't been too bad. It's kind of been fun trying to figure it out, trying to stick in the calories, and really honestly it's been helping me say no to a lot more things, especially at work yesterday. I like really wanted to eat a bunch of mess ups and bread, but I didn't because it wasn't in my goals, my calorie deficit. But other than that, everything else is going pretty good, and I honestly am waking up on my own early, and it's been amazing. I love waking up early. You can get so much done in a day, and I know I've said that before, and I know it's such basic knowledge, but when you do it, you know, it's different when you actually experience it. I do feel better, and I do see some changes in my body. I'm feeling stronger. My runs are honestly faster than I expected them to be. They're like the speed that they were when I was in track and running every single day. So my runs have been good. My sleep has been amazing, besides when I have to wake up in the middle of the night. So I've been thinking about taking electrolytes so I'm not peeing all the time. I also have been just trying to read every time before nighttime. That's good. And then putting my phone across the room has truly helped too, and that's been amazing as well. But other than that, I've just been loving it because it gives me structure to my day, gives me goals to the day and tasks through the day, and it gives me a reason to wake up and keep going. And I know I'm only 5 weeks in. We still have 6 more, and I've yet to really hit a unmotivational part. I really hope I don't hit one, but you know, I will say there's been sometimes where I'm laying in bed and like I don't want to get up. Running, I've been like struggling with trying to go longer distance because I have a half marathon coming up, and I obviously have to be running farther distance, and I just haven't. So, but other than that, I think that's kind of it that I have to say. It's kind of an all over the place reflection, but that's how my mind goes. But nonetheless, thank you for watching week 4, and I will see you in week 5. Bye.